Good morning, everybody. I have just replaced my old rooftop tent with a new Freespirit Recreation Evolution V2 or Evo V2. Before this, I had the iKamper Skycamp Mini, and nothing was wrong with it. I was just looking for some change. A few things I was hoping to get out of the change was to have an even quicker setup and be able to fit more bedding inside the tent. This video is going to be more of a first impression than a review. At least that's my intention, because I just loaded up on the truck yesterday and I used it last night for the first time. So I'm going to go through some of the features of it that I've noticed so far and just kind of give my first impressions based on my first night in the tent. I do plan on kind of going into detail, so if there's something specific you're looking for, just check the chapters and feel free to skip around. Okay, so right away when you take it out of the box, just some things to be aware of. The mounting brackets, ladder, and ladder mounting brackets are in the shoe bags that are inside the tent. So you might want to open up the tent and get those things out before you mount it on the vehicle. Also, a ratchet wrench is included, but it's clearly a cheap ratchet wrench because mine broke the first time trying to install this. So I would recommend carrying a spare wrench just in case. My first impression of the exterior is that it looks awesome, super high quality, and really rugged. It's absolutely a great looking tent from the outside. I do plan on utilizing this channel system, but I can't really speak on it yet because the only thing I've mounted to it so far is the ladder. But it does allow you to attach accessories and stuff to it. I've got their crossbars on the way that mount to the channel system on top of the tent. And then eventually I plan on getting an awning as well, and that could be attached via the channel system as well. The exterior has 8 latches that will secure the tent closed, and one thing that I didn't realize that I really like is these little holes, and I'm assuming they're there in case you want to put locks on the latches, locking the tent closed and giving that little extra security. One of the things that is most important to me is efficiency. I absolutely love how easy it is to get this tent open. You just open all 8 latches. The last latch gave me a little bit of trouble because I have so much bedding in there. I had to put a little pressure down on the tent to release the tension on the latch. But once the latches are all open, you just give one side a little push, walk around to the other side, give that side a little push, and that's it. You're all done. Woo! And that leads me to what can be stored in the tent. I just opened the tent with 2 sleeping bags, 4 pillows, and a body pillow in there. Yes, you heard me, a body pillow. So that makes the setup even quicker because now I don't have to take time grabbing all the bedding from the truck or the truck bed and loading it into the tent. Once I get the tent open, it's literally ready to go. The only thing that would be left to do is inflate the air mattress. It does come with a very firm, I'm assuming foam mattress, as well as an air mattress that lies on top of it. If you want to sleep on a very firm mattress, you don't need to inflate the air mattress. It was, however, too firm for me, so having the air mattress inflated on top of it will help to soften it a little bit. Last night, I made the mistake of forgetting to inflate the air mattress before getting in the tent at night. So I did leave the valves open, and by the time I woke up, it had fully inflated, even with me on it. It obviously does self-inflate, but I can't speak to how long it takes when a human is not on top of it. Next time, of course, I will inflate it as soon as I get the tent open. It was pretty comfortable, but I might see if I can get my Lost Horizon air mattress to fit in here. That's what I used inside the iKamper, and it was very comfortable. I did not realize a tent could have so many features. This tent has 8 interior storage pockets, including 2 larger ones that I would see myself putting clothes in, and then 6 smaller ones scattered throughout the tent. There are 2 air vents on the same side as the front door, as well as another one on the ceiling. The front door is extremely large, and the back door is really big as well. It also has 2 smaller but good-sized windows where our heads and feet would go. All of these doors and windows can be open with a bug screen, or of course completely closed. The zippers are on the inside and the outside, so you can open or close the windows from inside or outside the tent. My last rooftop tent did not have a light bar, and I absolutely love this dimmable light bar. It has 10 different levels of brightness that you can set it to. The light bar does need to be powered by a portable battery pack, and I thought it was going to come with one, but it didn't. Fortunately, last night I did bring one just in case. We're almost done. I've got just a few more things to touch on. Just outside the front door above you is a little awning. If you want to sit at the door, this would definitely protect you against the light rain, but if you're in a storm or it's windy, this might not be enough protection. Compared to my iKamper, I love that I can just sit at each door and feel like I'm still outside. Also, it comes with 2 shoe bags that tuck away easily. They even have a sock compartment. I just want to point out a few comparisons versus the iKamper. To open and close the iKamper, I had 2 locks and keys. I did like the security of this, but if I ever forgot my keys camping, I'd be kind of screwed. The Evo V2 latches don't lock, but however, as I mentioned earlier, they do have those little holes in them, which I believe are designed to put locks in if you want. Another thing I liked about the iKamper, I was able to get lockable mounts when I mounted the tent to my crossbars. Freespirit Recreation does not have lockable mounts. They do have security nuts, but I don't feel like those are quite as secure as having locks on there. The iKamper SkyCamp Mini has a roof skylight, and I really thought I was going to miss that. But as soon as I laid down last night, I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I could still see the sky around me because of how big the 2 doors are. If you keep the doors open, it really lets in a lot of light, allowing you to really see all the nature around you. For this tent, the Evo V2, getting in and out of the tent is so much easier because of how large these doors are. Not that it was a challenge to get in the iKamper, but it's a lot easier to get in this tent. I know I already said this, but I didn't realize how much I was going to enjoy being able to sit at either the front or the back door and still feel like I'm outside. All right, the very last thing I have for now is closing the tent. I laid the 2 sleeping bags across the tent, folding over one of them so it's doubled. Then I set the body pillow on top of the doubled sleeping bag and the 4 pillows on top of the other sleeping bag. The best way to get all the latches to close with all this bedding in there was with me on top of the tent, so I can make sure I'm putting enough pressure down on the tent so the latches will close. Definitely a little bit easier to close the tent without that much bedding in there, but for me it's worth it to be able to keep all of our bedding inside the tent. That is all I can think of for now. My initial impression of this tent is very positive, and I am excited to use it all summer long. I'm making this video in the beginning of June 2023, and I would like to make a follow-up review video at the end of the summer after using it for 3 or 4 months. I hope you found this video helpful, and maybe it will help you make your decision if you're thinking about buying this tent. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions or thoughts on this tent, or let me know if you found this video helpful. It would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.